Hey guys, before this video gets going, because this is after the fact, I've already made the video, I forgot to mention right up front, I'd like to put this out there in the community. Show us your stash. Show us your model room. I think that really intrigues us. Like, what does it really look like behind the camera or the back side of the camera? That's the purpose of this video. I want to show you guys my entirety of the model room as much as possible. But yeah, I'd like to throw that out there for the community. Show us your model room, all four walls, because we like to see that stuff. Alright, that's a challenge to everybody in the content creation universe out there as far as models go. Even if you don't build model cars, let's see it. Alright, so here's the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm going to show you the stash. Not that you guys haven't seen it 100 times probably, but I thought, you know what? I don't know if I've ever really just gone around and shown you everything, so I'll do that. But first, I got some things in the mail. Gary Foster sent this flyer for FallCon 23. It is sponsored by Fast Tracks Hobbies. It's in Statesville, North Carolina, September the 30th, 2023. And he said there's like, and he wrote me a short letter with it. I think he said there's like 20 car classes. Just sounds like a lot of fun going to go on there. So I wanted to be sure and show you this flyer. And if you need to pause the video and get that address and that date and all this stuff here. And he said he didn't know if the QR code worked yet, but anyway, and I don't even know if you could scan that thing on your TV or how that works. I'm not real tech savvy. But yeah, FallCon 23. I'd like to make this show for sure. Statesville, North Carolina. That can't be more than about 6 hours away from my house. but it seems like if I go to any show, it's quite a drive. Jack's gone a little over an hour, so that one's kind of close. But anyway, yeah, so you guys go check that out. And I'd like to see you there on September 30th. Now, I'll let you know if I'm going or not. I'm not, like, right now, as of right now, I can't say whether I am or I'm not. But, it'd be cool. So, thanks for sending me that, Gary, and the letter that you sent. And I have gotten several of these, and I totally forget to mention it. My friend David Carranza lives out in Arizona. He has sent me so many letters. David, I appreciate you, bud. He is so far behind on watching my videos, it's not even funny. You can go ahead and fast forward to the newest ones if you want to, David. It's okay with me. You don't have to watch them all. But anyway, David always sends me an encouraging letter, makes me think about some things, and yeah, great guy. So thank you so much for that. And one other thing that I got in the mail from Bob Schaefer. So Bob sent me an envelope, and it says decal. So I knew something was cool in there, and it says on the back that he hope that I can use them. So I went ahead and slipped it open. And just so happens he had looks like some kind of Ed Roth character on there, out of a Atlantis kit. But then inside were some decals. Check this out, for the paddy wagon. So Bob apparently realized that the paddy wagon kit that I got from Maine last summer, I think it was last summer. Yeah, last summer. Got it from Maine at a outdoor flea market. The decals were old and shot, and he had these, and these look great. So thank you so much, Bob. I really appreciate that. That's very thoughtful of you to see that on my video and send those to me. I do definitely appreciate all of that. All right. With that said, I guess I can dismount the camera and let's check out the stash. So right, this is where I do my filming. It's really high tech. I mean, this is super high tech. I got a black piece of poster board because the white piece got so dirty, so I decided to use black, and it's starting to get some spots on it. So I'll have to change it out soon. But that's where I do it. Right there. There's my tripod, and I move it around where needed. Here's one of my cases of builds and a couple of gifts, and some other, Doug Singer sent me that one. Yeah, cool. And there's my Model T, the 16th scale. There's that motorcycle that I built a long time ago back there in the back. There's Ruthies awards, her Acme award and her 2 JaxCon awards, and some other stuff in here that I've built, and some die casts that were my dad's. Yeah, so cool stuff. There's a little Millennial Falcon that Ruthie took so much time on painting, all these little teeny weeny things. And so that's that one. And then I guess I'll just come over here, and here is, sorry for the glare, these first 2 are die cast. Those were my dad's. My daughter Ellie bought that for me several years back. Volkswagen Beetle. There's the Beetle I just finished. My Mercury, Nova, Volkswagen. I guess if I did this, you could see it a lot better. But anyway, there's my truck and my 32 Marine build. Another die cast of my dad's. Renault, Woody. Shoot, what was it? Alfa Romeo. Not Cop Out. The Flashpoint. Skyline. I'm losing. GT40. USAC build. And then there's Ruthie's Mustang that she built, in some JaxCon tokens, awards, tokens, whatever you want to call it. Here is, this one may not open because these buckets are in the way. That's okay, not much glare. So there's an older build. These 2, that is an older before model car videos, the Mustang there. Just some other builds that I've done. You probably recognize some of them, and they were all a lot of fun. There's that engine that I built on the stand. There's that little Renwall kit, Corvette. And yeah, and over here, see if I can get this one up and see. You guys don't know it, but I wear these darn mufflers when I'm painting. So I can see if I can open this one. There's the Edsel from way back. The 41 Ford, I think it is. Gangbusters. Let me tone this down a little. It's a little bright. There we go. 37, 48, 48, 55. I don't even know what 55. I believe that's a 55 Mercedes. Corvette and a Buick. And there's the old Mud Hog. Whoa, these guys are getting a little close here. That's the Foose truck, the 55 panel. There's Heather's 55, 37 Ford, 40 Ford, 53 Ford, and a 51 Chevy, and a 34 Ford. All right, that's the extent of the, no, I'm sorry, there's one right here too. So here's Ruthie's Pumpkin Mobile waiting to go to Acme. Right there. Isn't that thing beautiful? Amazing. Maybe I can get that good one day. Here's my son's Mustang. It needs some parts glued back on it. Heather's Jeep. My friend Kevin Morgan that passed away. As a matter of fact, there's Kevin right there watching on, and his dog. But those are the cars he built that I have. That one came from the Blue Ox Model Shop. Jason gifted me with that. There's my old replica of my Ford truck that I have now sold. I don't have anymore, but I got the model, and it just thundered outside. All right, stash. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Let me put my glasses on because I can't see the camera to know if it's focused or not, and then I can't see far off because I got glasses on. All right, so starting off with these up here are, if you're wondering what that is, that's my homemade central heating and air conditioning duct made out of plastic. Corrugated plastic. There's a package unit on the roof. It gets hot in this thing. So these are my Some of my older, most of my older stuff. So that kid at the very top up there, that Austin Healy, my friend Paul Olson sent me that kit. That thing is super old, and what a cool kit. And I hate that it's up there on the top because I forget about it. But yeah, there it is right there. That was an original, like, old. Like, I think it's out of the late 50s. So these are my, I don't have a lot of super old kits, but anyway, this wall here is where I have my older stuff. Like that kit there, that's an original. That's an old Toys R Us barcode from like 1976. That's still sealed. That police car, that's the original. I think the original edition of that one. Some cool stuff there. There's the, I want to open this one up sometime, the Strohmobile. It's the 55 Ford, but it's that Stroh's beer, which is super cool. Got it for $10. Can you see that? It's still sealed. That thing is worth way more, or $10 now. That one came, this one here, the 442, came from that big giant stash that Andy at Andy's Hobby Headquarters had. Lucas C. was able to snag that for me and send it to me. And these guys, I built one of those when I was a kid. That means a lot to me. Those are cool. And then over here, getting into some of the Johan and IMC stuff right there. Still got a couple of the 48s that are sealed right there. Those have original, what does that one say? I can't read it either way. Woolworth's $1.77, and this one was, I can't read it, but it was $1.36. So those are cool. And then some more up there. And then I have some Palmer kits. These also came from the Andy's Hobby Headquarters stash. Those Palmers right there. Also that one up there too. Lucas C. Also was able to snag those for me and sent those to me. And I've got a few Mopars, and I've tried to categorize this stuff, but honestly, it don't get too categorized. I took my glasses off now. I can't see. This is crazy. I've got great far off vision, but not close up. So anyway, all right. So I got some Mopar stuff here. It goes into olds. Oh, well, General Motors. There's that Firebird kit at the very top with the inline overhead cam 6, which is cool. I think I've got 2 of those now. So there's still in the General Motors section of the stash, except for that Porsche up top, the Jägermeister Porsche that came from HobbyNutModels.com. I know there's a glare on some of those sealed kits. There's getting into the Fords. Ooh, what's that Chevelle doing up there? I don't know. Another Tamiya kit that came from Hobby Nut Models. I've got several editions of the 53 Ford. You can see it there, the high stepper. Got the high stepper. Where's the other one? There's the later version, and then there's the repop that AMT had. So I've got several of those, and those cool Revell 56s up there. 33 Willys, Ohio George car, and then some monogram kits, AMT, trucks, Ford, Chevy. My baby girl Ellie bought that for me for Christmas. I need to build that thing like 2 Christmases ago. But they don't understand. Daddy got to keep them. He likes to collect too. And on up here, there's the one with the pink sticker. That's the one that Ruthie's going to build one day. Got that for her down in Tampa or in Largo, Florida at the Southland show. Oh, by the way, if you see any kits up here that you gifted me, would you please put in the comments, because I forgot always to put notes. of who gave me what, and I've totally forgotten who gave me what. I mean, I know I can remember some of them, but if you see a kit up here that you've gifted me, would you please in the comments let me know so I could take and put a sticky note inside that thing so I'll know. These trucks here, the Moebius, those were all my friend Kevin Morgan's. His wife Lori let me get those. I got a bunch of kits from her, but those kits were his. And there's all these up here, and starts getting into some flat boxes. That 50 Ford, I want to make a Sanford and Son truck, and I've got some decals someone sent me. I can't remember who sent them, of course. One of these drag team kits there, Fred Henry gave me. There's a 16th scale Model A, or Model T, I mean. And here are my Testers 48 Fords. So I've got quite a few of those. Up top, there's a, I can't even see it, Talbot Largo up there. There's some of those mini crafts, which are actually the Revell Highway Pioneer kits that have been reboxed. They still say Highway Pioneer, but anyway. And then here are the other testers. That's an antenna from an E-Max hanging from the ceiling. So there's testers kits here. There's a Bulldog. Oh, check this out. I've mentioned this in videos way back. That Mack, that's off of a Mack cab over. My granddad had a logging company years ago when I was a little kid. And I've got the cab off of that cab over on my property. It's rusted to nothing. But I was out there 3 or 4 years ago, and I was like, the Mack is on the front of this thing, so I took it off. And I got the old Mack right here. This came off of, my dad had a 36 Ford pickup. Was basically salvage. It wasn't any good. He did get the engine and just make a display out of it. But this was off of it. 60, I think, was the horsepower, but that came off of a 36 Ford. And a friend of mine made me that. My friend Dennis Bernal made me that Inman. He carved that out himself. And I got some more testers. Then we go up here and get into some motorcycles and some AC Cobras and some street cars, and then turn the corner and there's some hidden back there. My friend Tim Ryan gave me these 1/20th scale Camaros right here. One's a police car, one's just a regular Camaro, which those are cool. And I don't know how much you can see of this, but I've got my arm as high up as I can go. My friend Doug at Douglas Model Garage Videos gave me that rail. Hobby Nut Models right there. Gangbusters 32. Imperial, and then Connoisseur Classic, Lincoln. Very top, Michael Keogh, the guy who designed my t-shirts and stickers and things, he gave me that Volkswagen up there. George Oppenheim gave me the Ferrari that's just below it. I just got it from him. Mark Batson gave me the Dome O, that wedge shaped car. And below that, George Oppenheim gave me the Jag. And those are Gunsy kits there. Those are cool. And here are some, ooh, got a bag there. Those Dome O race cars. Ferrari 959, and the very top Lamborghini, got it from George as well. And there's some more Protar kits. I thought those were going to be just awesome, but they're not so good, but they're very expensive. And on down here, got a couple sideways just to get them to fit. And some more over here. And they go back over there. And top, my daughter Ellie again bought me another model kit, little Volkswagen bicycle. I stripped all the chrome off of it because those things are old molds, and I stripped all the chrome, and it's mostly chrome, but I gotta get that thing put together. Right there. Rick Wyckoff at Rusty Rotor's Model Car Garage gave me one of these metal Thunderbirds. Chris Martin from up in Canada, a friend of mine, he gave me that super van. And I know I'm missing, guys. If I pass by one that you gave me, I apologize. Jeff Elliott gave me the Boot Hill Express right there. There's my Meister Brow, or however you say it. I don't know. I ain't got a clue how you said to pronounce that beer, but that tractor. And my monster trucks. Right there. Oh, my arm's starting to hurt. My neck's starting to hurt. So, Jeff Elliott also gave me some of that buggy for Ruthie to build. She ain't built it yet. Got to get on the girl. And this kit I've had since I was a kid, complete in the box. Had that one since I was a child. Along with, where did it go? The Quadzilla here. Had it since I was a kid. That was mine. I've had it the whole darn time. I think it's like 1985. Some Indy cars up there. Ooh, this is neck breaking. I built that 59 Galaxy when I was a kid. I mean, not that one, but one like it. The Skips Fiesta. Now, so my dad, after I became an adult and, you know, whatever, life happens, he bought off and on, he would buy a model kit here and there, like from Walmart and places, when they sold them. And, he had them all wrapped up. I've told this before, but he had them all wrapped up in cellophane. Now, I wasn't back into model building, but he's like, these are yours now when I die, son. So when my dad passed away in 2017, I got them, and I try to remember which ones they were, but Thunderbird, 60 Starliner, the Park Lane, one, I think it's this one right here, Lindbergh, the 49 Ford, the 49 Ford, the 49 Mercury, and that Woody right there. I think those were the ones. I believe the Edsel too. Yeah, I believe the Edsel too. Anyway, those were some that my dad had. He had the whole like stack of them wrapped up in cellophane, which was pretty cool. He made sure they were taken care of. But there's some. I try to like my older like model, you know, like when they were built, kind of got them sort of in their spot here. There's the darn car that got me in trouble so bad about Ed. I don't know who this Ed Roth character is, but anyway, that's the one that got me in trouble. Got several of those 68 Dodge Dart Hemis. One of those Model Ts with the trailer. It's so darn hard to see because there we go. The glare is so bad. Sorry. Go around there. Got some drag cars. Got some Thunderbolts. Those are nice model kits. If you can ever find you a Thunderbird model kit, they build up so nice. So that's that. That is the Thunderbird that I built there. They are. It ain't gonna focus. Of course, I don't know what to focus on because there's so much darn glare. Let me get you up in there. There it is. Oh yeah. All right. So, and if you want to see some messy benches, just take a look. This is like my main bench. This has got all my. I know this is show me your stash. I mean, I'm gonna show you my stash, but also I guess this all goes along with it. But this is my main building area, sort of. At least it's got most of the stuff right next to the spray booth. And then right behind us is the secondary bench. I've got the Beetle for the Christmas theme build right beside the Christmas trees and presents. Got it out. I did a little sanding on it. This is where my son had been working on his little characters, which he ain't been working on them. He kind of, I think he got burned out pretty quick, but anyway, that's okay. And just, oh, what am I doing? My third work area, this is where Ruthie worked. Now I've taken over because she ain't finished her Corvette. This right here So I was working on the Triumph that I ain't been working on it either. I did paint the chassis yesterday though. It's black. This is where I keep my paints. So all my MCW paints are MCW, then Tamiya, MCW, a mixture of both, and my primers and my Tamiya black. And I got 3D printed stuff. Is this thing zoomed in? It is a little bit zoomed in. Okay. There's a motorcycle that I built that I needed space in the display case. I just took it out because I'm not super proud of that one. That was way back when I built that. It had stickers for decals in there coming off, and a few little my friend Tim Ryan, I've already mentioned him. He I believe it's the one in the bottom. He found that at a swap meet. It was sort of started, and then Tim doesn't know that, but I found this brand new, still, well, all the parts are in it, and it's never been started. Got that. Here is where I keep my egg incubator. I don't have a dehydrator. I have an incubator. There's some kits that I'm sending out to some people. Here are some of the. There's 2 more 48s that I just got. That my friend. Oh man, see what I mean? I didn't put a sticky note. I don't have. I forget what his name is now. He sent me those 48s. Who did I get this from? Paul Olson. Got that from him recently. Hobby Nut Models. Alan Qualls that 3D prints for me. Thank you, Alan. Hobby Nut Models, and then my Aurora kits right there. Those 2. I just don't really have any place to put those right now, so I've just got them stacked here. And then I got some more. And then right there. And here are my monogram, like those classic or museum pieces. Got those right there. One of these cords came from my friend Billy Bear. The other came from Paul Olson. I think the Mercedes came from Billy. And yes, I can't. It's hard to remember. I've got a lot of kits here. There's my turbine cars. Those are so cool. And then down here are some. Where's a Johan? Those classic monogram kits. Another Johan and a Limburg Bugatti. A couple more testers kits, and Rolls Royce, Cadillac, and 2 more Chrysler Imperials. And this is like my wall of memorabilia, I guess, sort of. It's not much of a wall, but good news, when I build my shop, I mean my extension for my hobby room, I will definitely have more room for this stuff. So again, that's my friend Kevin Morgan that passed away last year. There's my skeletons from Rick Zink. There is a piano trophy from one of the girls at a piano recital or something like that. No, it was some sort of contest she was in, Ruthie. There's our dog Missy, a bulldog back when I was a kid. Got a picture of her. These 2, you can hardly see them because this darn speaker's in the way, but these 2 planes right here are made out of watch parts, and they were put together by a man named, oh gosh, I'll never remember it. But anyway, he was a military airplane pilot. I think he flew B-29, I think he flew, or was it 24? I don't remember what it was, but anyway, he flew. He was a World War II pilot. My dad's belt. Yes, my dad was a Ford man, even down to the belt. You see the belt? Ford, and the belt buckle? Ford. My dad was a Ford man. My granddad, where we live now, he used to have a welding shop. There's Murray's Welding, right there. The clock was my dad's mother. That was we called her Grandma. That was her. It used to be a Georgia Power clock, but she didn't like it said Georgia Power, so she's put some black tape under there, but that was her clock. And I know I'm off in the weeds with this stuff. My granddad, the one that had the welding shop, he had some turkey collars right here. Those, you know, you scratch turkey collars. There's a prop off of one of my RC airplanes from long ago. And another one of my dad's Ford belt buckles, and then a Volkswagen belt buckle. That was my dad's. What else? A piece of chain from when I used to race go-karts. That's a piece of it. And I could probably move something and bore you further along. There is a that's pretty cool. This is a knife that my granddad, the one that had the welding shop, he was very what would you say, he could make anything. It may not look the best, but he could make it. This was a homemade knife that he made. This thing's heavy. It's made, all of it, even the handle's metal. And I think Ruthie made a Volkswagen van out of a rock. Right there. And my mom would probably be really embarrassed, but she was a hairdresser all my life. And there is her license from like way back. She doesn't even know I have that. But that's funny. All right, so I'll get out of the oh, and that was my granddad's tape as well. So that's really cool. Okay, what else? Oh, got one more. So I've got a filing cabinet here, and the top drawer I have dedicated mostly, which just reminded me of something that's behind me, but mostly to my 1/32 and smaller scale kits, and it is chock full of 1/32 scale kits. This is a 140 heck, 148th, 143rd. Anyway, that is the original from 1955. Copyright date. That is the original, and it is just like brand new. I forget who sent that one to me. Seems like this one came from out in California. Someone sent that to me from California, I believe. I could be wrong. Have been before. But yeah, I got all of my 1/32 and smaller kits in here. So that's pretty darn cool. All that would fit, at least. The rest of the drawers are just full of junk. But I also forgot I have some small scale stuff up here. So I've got them up above my you can hardly see them at my height because this is like eye level, so you don't see them unless you look under there. But I've got other 1/32 stuff up there. I have, oh gosh, I've got a lot down below me. There's some those engine packs that my friend George Oppenheim sent me. That cool Hawk San Francisco cable car, which is the same model kits as those up there, those testers. This is the same kit, but this was the original. And then I've got that 1/32 little snap type kit there. All right, so oops, about to trip over my tripod. Down here, okay, so this thing is, I don't know, this cabinet here is probably 2.5 feet deep, something like that. And it is chock full, if I can use that one more time, of model kits. It goes 2 deep. So up front here, so those, got my little fan running here. I don't know if you can hear it or not. NASCAR kits are over here, and some in the back as well. This is a cool one. Special $3.98 for the Skull Bandit stock car. And yeah, these go back two deep, so there's a whole nother layer of model kits back there. And last I counted, or tried to count, I don't know, here's these 2 track kits that I got from Paul Olson. But last I counted, I stopped at like, oh, I'm not done yet, sorry. Okay, and this should be all of them. If I'm not mistaken, this should be all of them. I don't see any more. I do have all my scale autos. Jeff Elliott has sent me a lot of scale autos. So I've got there, And there, I'm sorry, the light is really killing the light right above me, killing it. And I have a drawer here. Matthew, do we have to really see all this? Well, I'm sorry. I have a drawer here with full of magazines, stickers, and all kind of cool stuff. My friend Doug sent me that. Some old hot rod magazines out of the 50s, 1955, and some pictures of my models. The only pictures that I have, the house burnt down, so the only pictures that I have of my models are these. There is a 429 Ford Boss Mustang that is so blurry, but I decided to take 2 blurry pictures of it, or maybe it's the same pictures, I don't know. And that one picture of some of my model kits there. But anyway, yeah, this drawer is just dedicated to thin stuff. It's very heavy. I have in here some bags, because I love bags, because I keep, you know, you put your stuff in bags, right? I bought this thing from this whole 300 sandwich bags from Amazon, because, man, as soon as I open the kit, the windshields and all that go in there. All right, so lastly are my large scale stuff. So I had nowhere else to put it, so I had to build a shelf out of milk crates and a board, and I got them down here. So got the Thomas Flyer. I haven't done unboxings on these, and I want to, because these are cool kits. The Thomas Flyer, the Mercer Raceabout. These are both 1/16 31 Model A deluxe van, Model T van, 31 Ford that got the body crushed, remember? Yep, that's it. Got that Bud race team that I got from Billy Bear. Another 31 Ford Model A, another gangster edition of it. That Tim Ryan sent me this Bug, a rebuilder, which is cool, and that's a super expensive kit if you can find it. 1912 Model T. Just got that one from George, sent it to me. I bought that kit from George. There's that giant Porsche right above it. Model T. There's a 48 Ford. How did that get down here? Maybe it's not complete. I don't know how that got down here. And some Lindbergh 1/20th scale stuff. I'm sorry, 1/16th scale. Just did the unboxing of that Mac. Those Macs. Got some 18 wheelers here. Got that Mac and some of the old timey 1/16 stuff. There's that what's that thing? McLaren, and a couple of those AMT Model A's or T's or something. Lindbergh trucks. And I started one of these Macs. Just an awful kit, but that was before the channel, and I put it back in the box. But I got to looking at it the other day. It wasn't such a bad job. I could probably finish it. And then there's this, and that's pretty much it. Pretty much all of it. So I'm breaking a dang sweat because my air's off, and it's hot in here. But I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know if some of you guys wondered what this place looked like. That's the tour. It's really small, and that's about all of it. I'm trying to think of anything else before I go. I know this is a long video, but I hope you stuck with it. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, that's it. All right. As I'm looking around as I'm searching. Did I miss anything? And as soon as I turn this off, I'll be like, oh man, I forgot. I guess that's it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this. Hope it didn't bore you. And appreciate your support. A ton of these model kits were sent to me because of you guys. So, if you did send me one and you saw it, would you please hit the comments, say, hey, I sent that one. I have no idea. I've got too many. I've lost track, and I'd like to go and put those sticky notes in there to say, when I open that kit, oh, this is the one that such and such sent me. So if you do that, I'd appreciate it. And always go check out hobbynutmodels.com. Mark has got some new stuff Green Stuff World, I think that's how you say it, or what it's called. Chrome paints. He's got a ton of Alclad stuff, now a lot of candy stuff with Alclad. AK, Tamiya, all the Tamiya rattle can spray paint colors. He's got every one of them. Go check that out. I know a lot of you guys love that stuff. He's got 2 different kinds. I've never sprayed with Tamiya paint or a rattle can, so I don't know. He's got, but there's 2 different. There's a lacquer and there's something else. But anyway, and he's got lots of model kits. So you guys go over there, click the link in the description, let it carry you to Hobby Nut Models. If you buy something, I'll get a little credit. If not, just www.hobbynutmodels.com. Go check out that. And thanks for you guys who contribute to the Facebook group and that purchase things from the spring store. That stuff helps me tremendously. I really appreciate it. And my Patreon guys, you guys are great. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video. If you would give it a thumbs up, let me know if there's anything you'd like to see me open that I went through. Even if it's sealed, I don't mind, except there are a few that I want open, like with the old price tags. I'd like to keep those sealed. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. And again, thank you for making this hobby great, and I really appreciate you. So I'm done. I'm gonna turn the air on because I am hot. Alright guys, see you later. Take care.